Welcome to Sanders Auto. You've looked at the cars, you wonder, how does this work? How do I bid? Check our how to bid video. Real good explanations there. Check on how to register video. Gives you an idea of how to register. Some other things that you might want to know. How it works. Click on this little link on our site, www.sandersauto.com. Has some good information on how this system really works. Let's click on that. Let's go through a few things how this works. What is Sanders Auto? Why can you buy cars cheaper here? First thing, we have some good videos to watch. What is the Copart broker program? It's a program that you, the public, can come into Copart, which requires a buyer's license and be bonded. Sanders Auto does have a dealer's license. We have bonds. We can go into Copart and we can buy these cars. You can come under our name as a public. You can't go into Copart, but if you'll come under Sanders Auto, we've got a unique buyer's number that we have purchased from Copart that we will give you, your own unique number. You can go then and log in as a member under Sanders Auto and bid on these vehicles from Copart. That's kind of how the program works. We've told how to register for a bidder number in a video. Check that video out. How long is my bidder number good for? Your bidder number is good for the initial registration of 60 days. You can register for $25. That is good for 60 days. After 60 days, it is $25 a month, or it's $100 a year. In that 60 days, you can buy as many vehicles as you'd like. There's no restriction on the amount of vehicles that you buy. We've got the good video on how to get a bidder's number. That's on your registration. We've got a good video on how to bid on the auction vehicles, the virtual auction. Here's what they call the virtual auction. It's actually a live auction. You cannot physically attend it, but you can on your computer, live on screen. We've got some good information in here on how do I know what lane my vehicle's in. A real good rule of thumb, some of these auctions may have 500 and 600 cars, so they'll break them up into lanes. They'll have lane A, lane B, lane C, lane D, and so on and so forth. Lane A is from item number 1 to 1,999. Lane B is 2,000 to 299. 2,000 to 2,999. Lane C is in the 3,000s. Lane D is 4,000. So it's real easy to figure out where your car is by looking at the item number on the actual auction itself. We've got some information on how to load your VB2 auction. The VB2 auction is a license and patent auction that Copart owns themselves. They own the patent on it. It's a real neat system. It works nice, and it allows you to be there live on your computer. Here's a preliminary bidding. Some things on preliminary bidding. We recommend that our customers bid on the VB2 auction, but if you're not going to be around your computer at the time of the actual auction date, you can bid preliminary bidding. We've got information on that. This bid for you is they are bidding in your behalf. If you use the preliminary bidding, it's a proxy bid system. It'll only bid up to what you put into is your high bid. If the vehicle does not reach the high bid, it's not going to go ahead and use up your money. If you put a high bid of $1,500, the vehicle only reached to $1,000. That's what you'll pay. Can I change the bid? The only way you can change a bid is if you want to go higher. You cannot delete a bid. Once a bid's there, it's there. You're buying if your bid was high enough, you will buy the car. You cannot back out of a bid. If you are awarded a car, you have to pay for the car or else forfeit your deposit money. And we've got a video on deposit money and what it's for. That deposit money is all your money. It will be refunded to you if you haven't used it in any way. How long are the bids accepted for? Or how long are the bids accepted? That's through the bidding process. How long are they for? That it will go either until someone this is on preliminary, either until someone outbids you, or until the actual day of the auction is how long that your bid will last. Then can a Copart guest bid? You would be the guest. You would be a guest of Sanders Auto. Yes, you can bid through Sanders Auto. The fees. There are fees that go along with it. Sanders Auto does charge a $250 transaction fee per vehicle. If you buy a vehicle, that transaction fee is $250. Copart does have what they call a buyer's fee. It's standard with the industry. It doesn't make any difference whether it's Copart or some other auto auction. They all charge a buyer's fee. Those fees are passed on to no matter who buys. It doesn't make any difference your status, your buyer status. Those fees will be paid by your opponent, whoever's bidding against you. A real good rule of thumb up to $4,000 is about 10%. After that, it tapers off, and a $10,000 vehicle is about 5%. A $17,000 vehicle is about 2% the buyer's fee. So you're paying way less for the more expensive than you are for the cheaper stuff. A $1,000 vehicle is about $125, $30. That's what are the Copart fees. That's what those are. There is a storage fee if you go past 6 days at the facility. If you buy a vehicle, you've got 6 free days of storage. After that, it's $30 a day. It is of the utmost necessity that you pay for these vehicles as soon as possible, so that we can try to get either you get shipping or get that vehicle out of the yard, so that these storage fees don't incur on the vehicle. You do have 3 days to pay for the vehicle, but we do not recommend that you go that far, because if you do, you're going to end up with storage fees almost every time. That tells when the vehicle payments are due. How do I search for vehicles? There's just a lot of good information in these questions and answer session. If you got any questions, you don't understand this, or you just, like me, you don't want to read, give us a call. We'll be glad to talk to you. 307-834-2450. We'll spend the time with you. You don't have to be a customer. If you just have a question, give us a call. We'll try to accommodate you. 307-834-2450. Have a good day.